Hi, Dav here, and today we have a new episode in the Art Review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of Federica Lanari. So I found this artist on Instagram, and they kind of remind me of Eliza a little bit, and also this artist named Exogeon, um, where they're mainly focused on contour lines for their style, and they're pretty minimalistic with it. I think for most of the pieces that I've downloaded, they're mainly like in like this, like pencil or black and white. But if they do color, it's kind of like this, where there's a bit of a hint of abstraction in their work, which I do like. That is so cool. Interesting. Also, they have that kind of Art Nouveau vibe where they do bold in the exterior lines way more. So there's that. And it just looks classy because I think a lot of the shots here, they kind of have a hint of sensuality, which I do like. But it's not too much. Like I would do it, because given the opportunity, I would go beyond like the normal acceptable realm. This one just feels kind of artsy. Also, I think they lean more on the fantasy side. I'm forgetting the name of this artist, but I saw her in a video with, like, she teaches in the school. It's an art school, concept art school something, where another guy teaches, the guy who did some concept art for Star Wars. A white guy, very tall, very positive sounding guy. I'm sure you know who he is in the concept art space, where he just sounds so positive. I think the woman who draws kind of like this is like French or something. And she draws like fairy types of girls as well. Dude, I'm so... Because I know I'm like following her on Instagram, but yeah. Interesting. Look at this. Very minimalistic, right? Everything in the center is just empty. And yeah. Great use of like negative space, and look at how they're showing the hands here. You know what? Maybe a little bit of, who's the guy? Pig's Milk. If you look at the way he draws his lines, because he also mainly focuses on like human figures, people. It's kind of like this, right? Very like squiggly, curvy, organic looking. Not too many sharp edges. Not very angular. And you know what? Maybe a little bit of Loish, maybe? I think. She's cute. Side profile. Some half-tone textures here for some style. Very interesting. Some studies for some feet, some hands. I like it. Like, you can tell it's simplified, stylized, but they're still leaving in some anatomical details to make it look like it doesn't feel as cartoony. So it's almost like a happy balance of both. Stylized, but a hint of, I keep saying hint. It's like, it's my big word, hint. What? Oh, this is her. So, yeah. You know what? Maybe she is referencing herself, because I do see a lot of feet, hands. Because you know what? You can focus on stuff like the face. I mean, yeah, you can get some nice expressions there. Focusing. Oh wow, very cute. Some Yuri action here. But if it doesn't show up in the hands, like the expression, like if the hands are going against what the face is doing, it doesn't feel right. So oftentimes, it's good to learn hands, not just because you have to draw it, but it's an emotional thing. It's a communication thing. Like how your hands or arms are positioned, it says something even without actually saying something. And it just looks confident. Like it doesn't feel stressed. And I like that. Like it feels like they know what they're doing. Look at those nice feet. I like how this part kind of extends out a little bit, which is kind of like my feet. And do you see how the second toe is longer, or it's not even the second toe. It's just the big toe is quite shorter than the second toe. That's kind of how my feet are. They're called Greek toes, by the way, which is the proper. I'm not gonna say proper, but it's the. I've mentioned this plenty of times, but if you look at Greek statues, Roman statues, like this is how the feet are done. It's aesthetically pleasing. So don't believe the propaganda that the big toe being the the biggest one is better. I mean, it's normal, yes, but that's for the average folks, you know. For people like me and for characters like this, we are the exception. So cute. And do you see how even if there's no color, right, you can still feel what's going on? Oh, this one was done in ink. You know what? If they did comics, they would also do a nice job. You know what? The face proportions reminds me a little bit of a Otto Schmidt. Like the squarish kind of head. Not square, but it's like a square but with rounded edges. Right? Like especially for this character. Dude, that's so cool. Some nice inks or ink sketch, ink drawing. Is that a goat with some hands? You know, they could also do some furry art if they wanted to. Oh, nice lips. And yeah, they're relying mainly on line art, sketching, like actual lines, hatching, contours, not much on coloring. And I feel like they could make this into like prints, like sell this on like Imprint or something, or some kind of print on demand site. Because it does fit that minimalistic aesthetic vibe. The only issue would be maybe you would need like a bigger canvas when you're drawing this, or you find a way to vectorize these lines. Oh, they also have a habit of like cutting or removing certain body parts, meaning it's suggested, like you know where it is, because like your mind fills in the gap. I think it's pretty cool. Same thing here, right? They cut off the head, the neck, but you kind of know where it roughly is. And you see these lines in like the inside of the hand. They're minor details, but they add something. And notice how there's no shading here, but because of these interior lines that are quite thin, they kind of help sculpt the anatomy a bit. So it suggests form without like shading or hatching. I think the other guy I mentioned earlier, Pixmilk, he does it a lot in his like work. So we have like a rat here reading something from a book. Very cute. I think we saw this guy earlier, but we saw the colored version. Also being able to draw stuff like this, like the folding of the fats of the skin. That's something you need to, not you, but maybe me, and I need to like do more of. Do you see how it's stylized, but it still feels realistic? Like the anatomy. Nice. Oh, you know what? There's a photo or a bunch of like, yeah, photos on not Instagram, but Pinterest of this like sculpture of a bunny that kind of has the same position. And it was so aesthetic. If you've been in Pinterest long enough, I'm sure you've seen these types of sculptures where it's an animal, but it's like humanized in a way. And it was colored like light blue. And it was so like, it had like the same sitting position where one leg was like drooping down like this. I don't know, it just felt kind of, I kind of get the whole furry thing, you know? Very cute. Right, minimalistic. I'm not sure if they're doing this in the first try. Maybe not, I'm not sure. It feels like it's done in the first try. Could be, who knows? Regardless, it looks very confident. And also not cluttered, which I do like. And they really like adding those like darker lines on the outside. it just feels they can seem like sketches, but they also feel they have the finished kind of look. Look at these puppies. Barf, 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 barf. Now, this is more normal, I guess, where the big toe is bigger, but it's good. But the second toe being longer is just supreme. I may be biased, but it's true. Do you see all these lines? It just feels like it goes on top of the forms. Like it feels sculpted. Right? Like you can feel the form without seeing any kind of value variation. No shading, no hatching, no nothing. Just contour lines. Now here we have a lot more shading. Now this one seems more Disney-esque. I don't know, a little bit. Like the anatomy of the face. More cartoony. Think like Lilo and Stitch. Something like that. He's cute. Reminds me of a game. I forgot the game, sorry. Oh! Look at this guy. Now this one, it's not pencil, it's more of an ink kind of pen being used. Some hatching, I do see some hatching. Oh! She's having a little bit of a... Oh wait, I see lots of like hands and arms. Interesting. She's taking a bite of that ear a little bit, or just having a taste of it. That's so... Do you see? It's like so sensual, but it's like artistic, meaning you don't feel like you have to do something, because sometimes there are certain art pieces out there that are like so enticing that it makes you want to, you know, grab like a tissue or something. This one is more, it's like artsy. It's the kind of art you would see in like a bourgeois kind of space. I don't know. I think the minimalism helps. Where it's mostly focused on like lines, even the flats in the back, very like light colors. Wow, so hot. Some hands. Oh, we have like an interesting relationship here. Right? A guy, I'm guessing, with a dog head. A dog man, a werewolf maybe, who knows? And then we have, what do you call this? It's like a... Is it a centaur? Minotaur? I'm not even sure. The one with the body of a man. The upper body of a human, but lower body of a horse. It's like a taboo relationship. Oh, wow. Makes you wonder. Oh. Here's an example of a colored piece. It's not like painted, but it's like flats. But you can see some like shadows. It's cell shaded. But they're not trying to hide the pencil work. Oh wait, I think we saw this earlier a little bit. Or maybe we saw like this part. Right? From the lips to the hand. But again, even with this, it's still, I would argue, minimalistic. I like it. Like, not everything has to be like spelled out. Because again, they're using like negative space as well. Not so much for the actual like facial features, like the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the hand, but where the head would be maybe and stuff like that. Like you kind of assume where it ought to be. Pretty cool. You have like a goat or a ram, something. Yeah, I've seen this one where it has like a very curvaceous kind of horn. And could be a half breed or something. Could you imagine if you could like mate with animals and it would actually like produce half people? Dude, my imagination sometimes, it goes places. Come on. Oh, she's wearing clothing. It's kind of tight though, but you can tell she's kind of thick. Those legs. Like you can tell she lifts weights. I like that. The waist is kind of snatched, as people would say. Interesting horse. It's kind of an abstract piece because the head is gone. But I get it. Oh, interesting. Drawing wings. I wish I could find a way to draw wings more efficiently, but I think you don't have a choice but to just draw each feather for the most part. Kind of like this. It's a very challenging thing to be able to draw. And it's worse if it's like in a weird position. Because right now it's like you're seeing a side profile of it, right? So it's kind of easy maybe, but the moment you like twist it, it's just hard. Also adding these like circles and stuff. These like oblong types of shapes. I think Eliza likes doing that a lot. Wait, did I say Eliza earlier? Hopefully I'm saying the right name because sometimes I interchange certain names. She feels very classy. Oh, look at the fat. That's so smart. Look at that. Oh. Kinda hot. You know, she looks the beauty spot right there. Very minimalistic. And I like how they're allowing the curves of the line to take place, meaning they're not forcing it to be very straight, stuff like that. If you just allow the shakiness of your hand to take over a little bit, it kind of makes your work look a little more natural. I'm guessing a celebration for their 4K followers on their Instagram page. They did blur the edges, so it's kind of hard to see, but I think it's cool. And it shows you that your style can just be your drawing, like your contours. It doesn't have to be how you render. I mean, if that's what you want, but you can still show some uniqueness with contours while being minimalistic. Oh, wow. I like it. Very abstract. You know what? A little bit of my input, whoa. A nice frog. Croak. Croak. I'm not sure what these are. They look like eyes or fish. I'm not sure what they are. She kind of looks like a ballerina of sorts. Wait, I think we saw like this head, but not the full body. I like it. Oh, okay. I think this is their more recent work. More head shots here. I think that's a moth. Look at that. And you can tell they definitely prefer the pencil kind of look compared to the inks. And they have that, again, that Art Nouveau vibe. Lots of like floral design types of thing going on. You know how sometimes they would have like a border on the side, right? In the perimeter of the canvas. Some bandages. She's wounded. I like how it's gold, so maybe their blood is that precious. I'm guessing it's gold. But imagine that, your blood being like gold. So people would just hunt you down for your blood. Wow, lore. Interesting lore. I think we saw this girl earlier. Okay. I think we started with this guy, so yeah, pretty cool artist. I recommend you check out their work. A lot more to see if you scroll down. So I'm going to link their page in the description below, and yeah, I'll see you in the... Nice feet. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.